Interstate Security, coming at you with another episode of... hang on a second, I just realised something. Advanced settings. It's alright, we can fix this.
Reception for new Academy graduates will begin at 1100 hours.
Because I just realised that I have an issue with one of my...
Holodeck time can be reserved at the kiosk on deck 48. The counseling staff is hosting an open house at 12:30 hours.
Okay, there we go, we fixed it. Alright, anyway guys, here we are with the adventures of Lieutenant Commander Citrus Flower of Starfleet. Let's see what we have. Mission Journal. House Taurus. Alright.
The cause of the supernova that destroyed Romulus remains a mystery. Our allies in the Romulan Republic have a theory on the matter, however. They believe that Taurus, the former praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, is responsible. Republic forces attempted to apprehend her, but she escaped through an Iconian gateway. Recently, the Republic has discovered new information that could help us track down Taurus. We want you to rendezvous with the RRW Lisette and provide any assistance you can. I have new missions.
Okay, we shall
Paris shuttle arriving at docking phase 6.
return to ship. .gg slash Alright. Warp to sector. USS Australia does a space dock. You are clear to warp to sector space. Warp to sector space. let's head off.
On a forgotten world, a shadow of great evil lurks, waiting for the chance to strike. The truth behind the destruction of the Romulus system may be the harbinger of the greatest threat the Federation has ever faced.
So we have arrived in the Hober system. We are being hailed by RRW Lisette on screen. It is a pleasure to be working with you, Lieutenant Commander Citrus Flower. I heard about you, how you've gotten your first command. Well done. Not every officer could have withstood such a challenge. The pleasure is mine, Commander. Agents working for the Romulan Republic have recovered definite proof that Taurus or persons working for Taurus were responsible for the Hober supernova that destroyed the homeworld. Our agent spoke to Taurus. She claimed that she was deceived by her Kiev, but that does not excuse her capability in the destruction of 2 inhabited worlds and the death of millions. Our agent tells us that Taurus believes her Iconian masters can change the past and restore Romulus. She's not only is she a killer, she's insane. What do you suggest we do about her? Taurus cannot be allowed to commit even greater crimes in an attempt to fix her mistake. My intelligence officer, Lieutenant Garrett Salan, has intercepted communications that it may allow us to locate Taurus and finally bring her to justice. I'll let him explain in greater detail. Very well. Greetings, Lieutenant Commander. I am Lieutenant Gallus Celian of the Romulan Republic. There are certain pleasantries that are customary in these circumstances. However, I am choosing to skip those. We have much to do. Recently, the Republic intercepted a transmission from a group of Ramans in the Hober system. These Ramans have remained loyal to Taurus, the former praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, who was deposed by Sela. While the transmission was not unusual, its origin point was... The Hober system is under strict quarantine. However, a previous team uncovered a mining facility at one of the planetary fragments. We believe that the Riemann loyalists may have returned to this facility to continue their efforts. Why is it under quarantine? The Hober system is the original point of the supernova and subsequent subspace explosion, which destroyed Romulus and Remus. It is still, as you say, a hot zone. The Riemanns loyal to Taurus are using the quarantine as a cover to resume their operations in the system. The transmission we intercepted was addressed to Commander Arula, a Riemann who is the captain of Taurus's personal guard. He must be the liaison to forces in the Hober system. What do you suggest? The direct approach. If we confront the forces in the Hober system who are in violation of both Federation and Romulan Republic mandates by their very presence there, then we'll send a call for assistance to Commander Arura. Once he arrives, we simply follow him. It is likely he will lead us back to Taurus. A sound plan. So, I've just received emergency orders from the Republic Command and must respond. Gaius can transport to your ship and help you complete the mission. We'll return as soon as we can. That will be acceptable, Commander.
I am detecting some very rare minerals in the system, as well as the presence of protomatter. It is possible that Taurus used the materials here to construct her weapon.
Planetoid core contains traces of protomatter, sir. We should get a sample. Scanners are also picking up some odd readings from some of the icy asteroids near the core. Recommend we investigate them as well. Prepare to collect a sample. Confirmed, sir. These fragments are decaphium. If we can locate a supply of theosite, that means Taurus could have had all the ingredients you need to build a device right here in this system. It is still circumstantial evidence unless we can tie it directly to her somehow. Collecting a sample would be crucial. I recommend that we scan for target seed deposits. Retrieve a sample and set the course for the next planetary fragment. Captain, Riemann ships their cloaking. Detecting high levels of tachistine in this planetary fragment. Tachistine is one of the substances Starfleet believes was used in the creation of the weapon that triggered the Hobus supernova. Continue.
As I suspected, the materials are all here. Our agent located Taris on planetary fragment Gamma. We should continue our search there.
Scanners are detecting some kind of shield covering a large crater of the surface of the planetary fragment Gamma, Captain. This system is supposed to be under quarantine, but clearly there is some activity. We should get a scan of the field. Continue. So our scan has triggered an automated defense system on the Riemann ship. It's the cloaking. They are hailing us on screen. Your presence here is a violation of quarantines established by at least 3 sovereign quarantines. Explain your purpose. We're investigating your unauthorized presence in the system. What's your excuse? I served the Romulan Star Empire and its true leader, Taris. That is the only authorization I required. This is most unfortunate. So if we can disable the Siphish, it's possible we may be able to lure out Aru to investigate. My thoughts exactly.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
In the planetary fragment will conceal the ship's energy signature. If we hide in the asteroid's nearby and mask our energy signature, I predict that Aran, who will approach to investigate further, will be unable to detect us.
What happened here? We were attacked by Starfleet saboteurs. They appear to have fled.
Interesting, this is exactly like scenario 2247B. I had thought scenario 1849K would be a more likely option. I shall incorporate this data into my modeling projections. Nevertheless, we should now be able to follow Aranu's trail. He should lead us right to Taris. Let's hope so. Actually, it's gonna warp. Shall we follow Aranu's ship? So, Commander Rose Trail led here to the LTCOMD system. This is another system that's off limits to normal traffic, so any activity here is a cause of concern. Recommend we investigate. There's large crater, looks like a place to start. Set course for this crater. Taking our ship shouldn't be in orbit somewhere. Like close. Technology I use to track him is not localized enough to detect the ship, only a general trail. So we're picking up a large shield projector, protecting a structure of some type. The shield is using a modified collecting device. If I hadn't been scanning for large amounts of token particles, I would have never found it. Hang on, screen. And so here could be considering immediately or we will open fire. We have no intention of leading. So unfortunately, Starfleet, our conflict is not with you. Commander has charged me with securing this installation at all costs. Praetor Taris must be allowed to complete our work, and now you have already... Red alert! Delivered accessing the eco system before it was destroyed. I managed to download the access codes for the deployment shields. I believe we should be able to use them to lower the shield and reach the surface. Excellent work, Lieutenant. Transfer the codes. Not now. Alright, beam down now, fuck it. Fuck it. These are the coordinates for the underground structure we detected, Lieutenant Commander. Read life science, multiple Romulans and one Romulan. Our quarry should be just ahead. Let's hope so.
Starfleet! How did they find us?
They must have followed me, Praetor. I will deal with them.
No, I need your help with the gateway. Send your guards.
They are appearing to have turned into Draconian and Romulan technology, perhaps in an attempt to reactivate the gateway network. We should access the console and attempt to open the door. Acknowledged. Unlock blasters. PSI. Okay, nice. Now, if you have won, and in winning you have doomed the Romulan people. Taurus, under the authority of Starfleet, you are under arrest for war crimes, committing an act of genocide and crimes against the galaxy. Those are not my crimes. I was betrayed by Herkev, and now those crimes will never be undone. I hope you realize that in stopping me, you have doomed billions of Romulans to remain dead. Now you shall live with that guilt as I have. Even now you deny the truth of your role in the destruction of your people. You were blinded by your own lust for power, and you've killed those people as surely as if you pulled the trigger yourself. Australia, lock onto Taurus and beam her directly to the brig. Before we leave, Lieutenant Commander, may I suggest we look for evidence of the materials we discovered at Hobus. They would undoubtedly prove vital at Taurus's trial. We should also overload the gateway and make sure it can never be used again. NG signatures that correspond to the Tachysite deposits we scanned in the Hobus system, Captain. Tachysite is an explosive compound Starfleet believes was present here. If it's here, it could be connected. Proman appears to have come from the Hover system, although there are several uses for Proman often used for explosive devices. It could also present the debris from the device that triggered the Hoverson supernova. Promatter was useful in the Genesis device. It's powerful but extremely dangerous. The Decaphium appears to have come from the same source as the Decaphium we discovered in the Hover system. These links will be vital evidence in stacking up, isn't it? So the go has been programmed to overload, and there's no way to stop it. We need to return to Australia before that happens. Beam up. Torres is in the brig, Captain, and all the evidence we have found has her logged and secured. Now we just need to deliver it and her to a safe guide. Safe course out of the system. So there's the ship of Sealer herself. She is hailing us. It's a hail. So just for how nice to see you again. I feel like we are becoming old friends. I will admit that previous attempts to thwart my plans have been irritating, but your actions today have been more than made. Still has her loyalists on the people. An open move against her would be a distraction from my greater plans. I don't work for you. But you... I'll never be friends like a monster like you. USS Belfast. They informed us that you might need some assistance with prison transport. Good thing we brought some backup. Thanks, Captain Sean. It's wanted by the Roman side for high treason and war crimes against the Roman people. The Empire is the legitimate government of the Roman people, and I demand that you turn this terrorist over for trial and punishment. Terrorist actions did not just impact Romulus and Romulans. Her alleged crimes were against the entire quadrant. You'll be welcome to attend it and even testify at a trial. Perhaps we should establish a... For now, she will remain Starfleet. You are disappointing. Nevertheless, you did remove Taskmaster, and for that I am grateful. Consider your decisions more carefully than meet. I can be a powerful ally, or I can be... Transfer successful. Turrets are safely secured in the brig. We can take it from here. One more thing, Lieutenant Commander. We detected some unusual energy residue from service. Identified as Iconian. There was an Iconian gateway on the surface. A group of Romulans used it to escape. Do you know that? We only caught a glimpse, but it looked like some kind of Romulan station. Commander, the Lieutenant is decloaking. They are hailing us. On screen. Missed all the excitement, but on behalf of the Roman Republic, I would like to thank you and your crew for your assistance. I am confident that the Federation will provide more than Taurus until her trial can be arranged. You can transport Garrus back to the set as soon as you're ready. Sure. Commander, transport room, you are clear to sound, Lieutenant. Select back to the Lieutenant. Depart system.
We have much to consider. If the destruction of the Romulan homeworld was a deliberate act, not only was it mass murder, but that one event has been a major cause of the destabilization of the Quadrant over the past 40 years, not to mention the light that it casts on the internal struggles of the Romulan people. This one horrible act set off a chain of reactions that could change the galaxy forever. We must know who did this and why. The interrogation of Taurus will no doubt lead to many truths. But I am troubled by these Remans. Why did they turn on Taurus? And where did they go?
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.